You said purple.
The only color I said was orange.
No, I'm pretty sure you said purple.
You know what? Just forget it. We'll just do it like this. Did you at least bring the props?
What props? You didn't tell me to bring any props.
You always bring the props. How could you forget this?
Well, maybe I thought we didn't need them this time.
You always do this. The audience is going to be sitting there.
What time does the audience get here? What? Oh.
Well, I guess they're already here.
Maybe we should just start over.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. You're supposed to start.
I thought you started.
No.
You always start.
Just forget it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, prospective investors. My name is Jed Feuer, and this is my partner, Boyd Graham.
Shalom.
Now, before we begin, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank Dr. and Mrs. Sidlenbaum for the use of their lovely apartment. Of course, they can't be here with us tonight.
They left on a 2-week trip to Israel. Remind me to feed the cat.
Got it. Now, we'd like to remind all of you that this is a backers audition.
Which is a presentation of material from a Broadway musical.
Which we have written.
In hopes that some of you would be interested in investing.
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 Right.
Think of it as an investment for your child's future or your old age.
Now, what is this investment, you may ask?
Well, The Big Bang is the most expensive Broadway musical ever written.
It encompasses the entire history of mankind.
From dawn of time to modern day. No expenses have been spared.
Budgeted at a low $83 million.
Which is 83 reasons why you should invest in our show.
Ding! 12 hours of pure entertainment, shown in 4 3-hour installments.
Ooh. Now, of course, we can't do the show in its entirety.
So tonight we'll be doing
Decades. It is with great pride and humiliation that we...
Humility.
Humility.
Right.
It is with great pride and humility that we present for your consideration The Big Bang.
It was H.G. Wells who said, "The history of humans is, in essence, a history of ideas."
I failed history.
I don't know who H.G. Wells is.
The Big Bang.
By Jed Feuer and Boyd Graham.
Adapted by Tyler Hearn.
And Emily Otto.
Act 1, Scene 1.
A bare stage, no overture.
Lights up,
Music up, and
and
one big bang! Enter 40 singers who dance.
And 40 dancers who sing.
And 40 singers who move well.
Met is 120 voices in a 16-part harmony.
Ooh. The history of civilization is told through dance, and blackout lights up and the world begins.
And due to lack of time, we skip to the 20th century.
Oh yeah, right. Our scene opens in a cookie factory in the 1910s.
A man is explaining his upcoming idea for an upcoming trip.
I have an idea for an amazing new cookie.
Calm down, you have a great trip coming up.
I know, the Titanic is some amazing new ship.
Of course it is. Now hurry up and get ready.
But I really think this cookie will be great. It's 2 chocolate cookies with cream in the middle. I call it an Oreo.
Sounds like one of those nasty cookies the Boy Scouts would sell.
The Boy Scouts were just established. You have to wait at least 10 years to make fun of them.
The rest of the 1910s would go on to embody World War I.
The first traffic light.
Which we would soon ignore.
And daylight saving time was introduced.
Which messed everything up.
Really? Do you have to bash everything? We now move on to the 1920s.
The year that women could finally vote, Great Gatsby, Babe Ruth, and many other magnificent things.
What about Charles Lindbergh?
Who?
You know, Charles Lindbergh, Lucky Lindy, the Lone Eagle, the man who flew across the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, that Charles Lindbergh.
You say that like there's another one.
We moved to 1919. A famous hotel owner, Raymond Ortiz, has just put up a prize of 25,000 big ones to the first human being to fly from New York to Paris in one go.
Several had attempted the journey, many being injured or even killed.
The year is now 1927. The prize is still up for grabs.
That's where our lucky little Lindy comes in.
Oh, Charles, what are you gonna eat up there?
Mom, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But this man will be there and back before you know it.
Oh, no, Charles, no. Here, I made you some sandwiches.
Mom, I don't need any sandwiches.
They're peanut butter and jelly, your favorites.
Okay, I have my lunches, my plane, I'm ready to head off.
Charles, please be careful up there.
Mom, it's not like it's going to take me 33 and a half hours or anything.
Look, a busy sky. Charles is here. He's made it.
Oh my gosh, can I please have something to eat? I'm sick of peanut butter and jelly.
Sure, how about some escargot?
We now move on to the 1930s.
An extremely important meeting is taking place in the heart of Ohio.
As the meeting starts, a silence falls over the room.
A man stands and what seems like with his last breath states,
My name is Jim, and I'm an alcoholic. After the end of Prohibition, I just kept finding alcohol all over my house.
The scene continues with more participants standing.
My name's Clyde, and I just discovered Pluto.
Oh, come on, Clyde, that's not even news.
Yeah, Pluto probably won't be meeting a planet in like 70 years.
Hey, my name's Al Capone, and I'm scared you're gonna catch me for tax evasion.
Okay, first of all, I know you're the greatest gangster of all time, but this is an AA meeting. You can't just interrupt us. And secondly, I'm sure you'll be fine, I say as I adjust my wire.
What?
Nothing.
my name's John, and I spotted a monster. The Loch Ness Monster.
You might have a bit more of a problem than alcoholism. We now move on to the 1940s, the years of Bugs Bunny, Captain America, M&M's, Cheerios, t-shirts, and living decapitated roosters.
The year is 1941. America first felt the casualties of World War II when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor December 7th.
1942, we start holding Japanese Americans in containment camps due to rising fear in the American public.
1944, D-Day, a turning point in the war.
April 30th, 1945, Hitler commits suicide. May 8th, 1945, the war is over. 1946, bikinis are introduced.
Scandalous!
1947, the Polaroid camera was invented.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture!
In 1948, the Big Bang Theory was formulated.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Long ago when all was dark, before Noah built his ark, there was one big bang. Dun, dun.
Before the crazy world began,
Before Hamilton got his tan, there was one big bang. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
Boy,
bum,
boy.
bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. We now move to an obnoxiously long line outside of Walmart in the 1950s.
Boy, Walmart wasn't established until 1962.
Then whatever crazy department store they had back then.
You're not getting it. They didn't have any big superstores.
Where do you mean? Where did they get tires, a Vietnamese manicure, cheap Chinese imports, Mexican produce, all in one go?
They didn't.
What about Black Friday?
Well, they still had Black Friday. It just wasn't called that until 1961.
Good, that means I can get a cheap Easy Bake Oven then.
That wasn't invented until 1963.
What?
We now move to an obnoxiously long line outside of a random store.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, fine. Yours?
Oh, it was grand. Now I'm just getting all this shopping done.
Well, what do you need to buy?
Well, my husband wants one of those new colored TVs and a videotape recorder.
Don't forget about a microwave for the family.
And a hula hoop, a Barbie, and a Mr. Potato Head for the kids.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. How are you going to afford all that?
This new plastic credit card, I can buy anything.
Wow, that's amazing. And no repercussions? We now move to the 1960s.
The life and death of JFK and the moon landing.
Don't forget the rise in minimum wage twice.
Yeah, $1 to $1.25.
Then to $1.60.
That's so much.
It was a lot back then.
The year is now 1969. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong are preparing their trip to the moon.
Are you ready, Buzz? Are you ready to go to the moon?
I kinda have no choice now, they locked me in here.
That's the spirit. 3, 2, 1. Buzz, we're here. We made it to the moon.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Well, at least just don't throw up in your spacesuit.
Oh, too late.
Oh.
Go without me. Just go on the moon. I'll
Can do. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lame.
It sounds better in my head.
And scene.
Great work, Buzz. Do you think they'll buy it?
This next scene is called a liftable number. And we're climbing. And we're climbing. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, really? You're coming home now. Okay, see you in a bit. And we're climbing.
What was that?
The lip balms.
And what did they want?
Well, their flight got canceled and they're on their way home right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
To all of these people.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to speed things along, aren't we?
Okay, let's fast forward to the 2016 election. The decline of America is going faster and faster.
We're not moving fast enough. Should we whip it out? Boy! I meant the song.
Sure? Sorry.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hydroponics, hycolonics, drug abuse, Dr. Seuss, liposuction, breast reduction, wicked, which goes down.
Dr. Spock!
What's up, Doc?
Satellites.
Civil rights,
Chia pets,
crippling debt, first walk on the moon. Lorax Dump, Donald Trump, Colonel Sanders, Deer and Landers, Captain Crunch, Brady Bunch, we are from Japan. Give us lots of money. Make our
But
own.
I have no home.
Give us lots of money.
I still live with my mom. Invest in our show.
Oh gosh, they're here. We should probably go.
Invest
Boy,
in
boy.
our...
So just remember to open your hearts.
And your checkbooks.
And then I'll start with one.
One
Big Bang. Oh, Mr. and
Mrs.
Mrs. Lip Balm. How was your trip?
Would you care for a sandwich?
It's peanut butter and jelly.
Huh?